defensively, we're not near as consistent enough as we need to be. One of the issues, I mean, we didn't catch the ball as consistently as we need to in the passing game, and I struggled a little bit with 7 drops, which is as many drops as we've had pretty much with the whole year combined. And then the turnovers. I mean, I know I keep harping on turnovers, but we are minus 11 through 6 games, and really we are minus 11 in the last 4 losses. And when you look at that, we have not finished any better than minus 2 in a football game. And I know I keep saying it, and people get tired of hearing me talking about the turnover battle, but if you look at the top 20 teams in the country that are winning the turnover battle, it's teams like Alabama, Notre Dame. I mean, you look at the top 20, I think the worst record is 4-1. But when you look at the bottom teams in the turnover battle, I think the best record is 2-4, which is where we are right now. I think that is a huge statistic that we have got to do a better job of not turning them over, not turning the ball over as an offense. We've got to do a better job of creating them as a defense. I think it's a team turnover ratio, not offense or just defense. I know a lot has been made of defensively we're not creating enough, but if we're not creating enough, then we can't have any as an offense. And if you're creating 5 on defense, then you can have 4 as an offense and still finish +1. So that's right now a lot of things that we're going to look at this week, and what we have to do for the second half of the season is there's still a lot of football left to be played with 6 games left, and 5 of those being conference games. And we talked a little bit about after the game just where we are right now. We're not going to put our head in the sand. We're not going to throw our arms up in the air. We're going to continue to compete. We're going to continue to do what we have to do to get this thing straight. We have 6 games left on the season. We're at the halfway point. Nobody's real proud of where we are right now at 2-4 with an overall record, but we do still have 6 games on the horizon that I think everybody is pretty excited about having the opportunity to get back out on the field and trying to get this bad taste out of our mouth. So when you look at it, it's frustrating. There's a lot of things that we have to get straight. I think as coaches, we've got to take a hard look this week at ourselves and what we're doing as an offense, what we're doing as a defense, and what we can do a better job of to give our players a better opportunity to have success on the field. And those are the things that we have to do this week during the open date. So somebody asked me if I was excited about when the open date is coming. If it breaks this string of 4 losses in a row, then I'm really excited about it. I think right now it'll be good to get our feet back on the ground and take a week where we don't have to play and maybe have the opportunity to reflect and look back at where we are and what we need to do to move forward.
Can you understand alums, fans, when you were hired, what you brought to the table? It was a lot of stuff. Can you understand right now, given all the senior starters returning senior quarterback, where they would be upset, stunned, amazed, appalled about how this team's performed?
Certainly. I think there's a lot of people sitting in their own room that are disappointed. And that's why I said there's a lot of people, and I certainly understand the disappointment. But like I said, I also look at it and say, we've got to do a better job with the turnover margin. I mean, I know there's some things we can do better. We can catch the ball better. We can do some things better offensively and defensively and schematically. And I'm certainly not trying to pass any blame or trying to wash away that responsibility. That falls on us. That falls on me as the head football coach. And I can certainly understand people's disappointment in the program and where we are right now at 2-4 because there were very high expectations for the program as we came into the season. And I think the team is just as disappointed as everybody on the outside. Nobody has certainly tried to be 2-4. That's not what we have practiced for. And the one thing that I'll say about this football team and the respect I have for them is even last year going through some of the difficult parts that we did in the second half of the season, they never quit. They never threw up their arms. Even with some of the mistakes that have been made, we have had opportunities to win football games late in the football game. This team continues to compete, and for that I'm proud of them. But we as coaches have to take the responsibility, and I understand the feelings that people have.